Hello everyone. Hope you all are good and hope that you have revised chapter 1 properly. The previous lecture that we had was a revision lecture of chapter 1, or we can say it was an overview about chapter 1 from part 1. Yes. So we are actually revising the chapters. We are just taking an overview for the chapters that we have completed. Yes, because it has been a long time since we have finished these chapters. So in today's lecture, we are going to have an idea, or we can say overview about chapter 3 from part 1, which is valuation of goodwill. Yes, you should compulsory have your textbook with you so that you can understand it well. I'll mention the necessary page numbers and number of illustrations and the related sums. For that purpose, you should definitely have your textbook with you while watching this lecture. So obviously, firstly, we are going to discuss about the weightage of this chapter, which is of total 6 marks. You already know this. We have finished this lecture in the class itself when the schools were actually running, yes, before lockdown. So of course, one MCQ of 1 mark, one VSQ of 1 mark, one short question or theory, a short question of 4 marks, actually not 3 marks. The short question can be of 3 marks from chapter 1, and 4-mark question I can say. And you can also have a theory question from this. Yes, it can be an option. So with this, total 6 marks weightage, and obviously the entire chapter is based on formulas, if you remember. So let us quickly start with the chapter, which is valuation of goodwill. The content presented in this chapter, the head points for that is given here. Introduction, of course you will read. It's just an idea about what actually goodwill is. Yes, and yet that you know very well that it is an intangible asset. It is a non-current assets, intangible asset. Yes, so see, assets, the types have been mentioned, etc, etc. What is actually goodwill? The meaning: it is the reputation of the firm. Goodwill is an intangible asset. This type of MCQ questions can arise from this, so please read this topic in detail. And yes, meaning and definition, of course you will read of goodwill in detail. The definition can be asked for VSQ. After introduction, you are having the topic of meaning and definition in your textbook. Yes, so you will read the definition of goodwill in detail and also properly, which can be a VSQ question. I'll mention the page number for that. It is on page number 89. Yes. Thereafter, you are having a theory topic, which is factors affecting valuation of goodwill. Now, this can be a theory question of 4 marks. The factors are nature of business, location of business, period of business, market situation, efficiency of managers, other special benefits. So, how to read this topic? You will read the topic in detail and you will memorize the head points for this. Yes, you are not supposed to mug up the detail. Yeah, that's a very practical thing, that you will memorize the head points, and in case if the question of such kind arises in your exam, then you should be able to elaborate with your words the relevant topic. Yes, so you will read that topic. Thereafter, you have a topic which says necessity for goodwill valuation. Of course, when does the necessity arise for valuation of goodwill, for which you are having 6 important points. This also you will be reading. And next, moving towards the main topic of the chapter, which is methods of valuation of goodwill. Actually, the sums for this we are doing. Yeah, the 4-mark questions are expected for this 4 methods. Since goodwill is an intangible asset, there are specific methods to determine its value. Valuation of goodwill depends on a profit earning capacity of a firm or a business. This can be an MCQ. Prospective earning capacity means future maintainable profit. While determining the future maintainable profit, past year's profits are considered as the base. Various methods are available for valuation of goodwill, and following methods are used for valuation of goodwill. You already know the names of these methods, the formulas and the sums that we have solved. Yes, so there's nothing new. We are just revising it, or we are having an overview for this chapter. The very first method is average profit method. Then weighted average profit method. Third is super profit method. And lastly, capitalization of profit method. Average profit method, the very first method. And now this method we are going to understand with the purpose of solving practical sums, the 4-mark question that I have mentioned in the weightage of this chapter, as I said. But also, if we are talking about a question of theory, then there can be a short note write down a short note on average profit method. Yes, that question can be expected from the point of view of a theory question. Yes, so let us read this in detail. Under this method, the average of the past certain years are taken into consideration. Average profit is to be multiplied by the certain number of years for the valuation of goodwill. It is based on the assumption that a new business will take certain number of years to earn the same profit. Average is what? It is actually that in several years, nearly your profit is same. Yes, let us consider an example that every year your profit is 50,000. Sometimes it is 49,000, it is 52,000. So what is the average that you will consider? You will consider it as 50,000 every year. Yes, so it is based on an assumption that the new business will take certain number of years to earn the same profit. The business purchaser is ready to pay the value of goodwill equal to the number of years of average profit. So talking about the formula of average profit, which is extremely simple and which says average profit equals to total profit of given years upon number of years. I repeat, average profit equals to total profit of given years upon number of years. This you will obtain, this will be given. This is the total number of years for which the profit is given. Total profit is the total of the profit of the given respective years. On the basis of this, if you want to obtain the value of goodwill as per average profit method, then the formula is goodwill equals to average profit into number of years of defined years. That means the number of years of purchase will be defined in the given question. Yes, this will be given. This you will obtain on the basis of this formula. And the sum will be solved. Yes, obviously I have explained the illustrations and the sums as per this method. And let me just tell you that illustration 1, 2, yes, these two illustrations are based on simple average profit method. And the sums from exercise, you can write down if you want to, or you can also put a tick mark to that. From exercise, sum number 4 and sum number 5 on page number 105 are about calculation of goodwill on the basis of average profit method. Alright. So what you're supposed to do is that you will read the entire topic and you will write down the formula at least 3 times or 2 times. Yes? So moving towards the second method, which is weighted average profit method for obtaining goodwill. This is again very simple method for calculation of goodwill. Let us read. We have seen in simple average method the trend of profit is neglected. The trend of profit. That means when you'll be solving the sums as per simple average profit method, the profit for the number of years which is given to you will be fluctuating. That means in certain years it is increasing, sometimes it is decreasing compared to the previous years. So that sort of trend of profit is given while solving the sums of simple average profit method. So they say that the trend of profit is neglected in the simple average method. Yes, sometimes it can be seen that there is continuous increasing trend in profit. Under such circumstances, we should give more weightage to the profit of recent years and give comparatively less weightage to the profits of previous years. Generally, the weightage of different years' profit are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4. They say that sometimes in the given question, the trend of profit is actually increasing continuously. And this is the important point about weighted average profit method. Yes, whenever in the given question, the trend of profit is continuously increasing, during that time, you are supposed to use this method compulsory, weighted average profit method. Yes, in case in the given question, if it is not mentioned that which method you are supposed to use, then you will compulsory use weighted average profit method in case the profit is increasing continuously. Average workout after giving weightage to different years' profit, it is called weighted average profit. If the computation of goodwill is made on the basis of weighted average profit, then it is called weighted average method of goodwill. Now, an important point here is, if specific instruction is given that compute as per weighted average method or every year profit increasing or decreasing trend, then compute goodwill as per weighted average method. You are supposed to highlight this point, this one, that when actually you are supposed to use weighted average profit method. Alright, so we have just understood the theory for this. Now when this theory will be actually applied in sum, it will be exactly clear. Let us see. They are teaching us that how to solve the sum as per weighted average profit method. You are supposed to prepare a table. Year will be given, profit will be given. So this much till here is the question. Now the point here says that the weightage should be given this way. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and always it is this way. Never, it does not start with any other figure. It starts with 1. And if there are more numbers, then it will be followed as 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. Alright. This is the year. This is the respective profit which will be given to you in the question. Of course, you will get to know this once you solve the practical sums, and you have already solved them once, I think. And the respective weight is given. You will total this column, yes, which is said to be total weight. The next column of weighted profit that you are supposed to prepare is, how will you obtain this amount is, you will multiply second and third column. That means the amount of profit will be multiplied with weight and weighted profit will be written here for all the 4 years. If there are 5 years, then 5, 6, then 6. This is just an example. So we are considering 4 years here. Then you will total even this column to obtain total weighted profit. So once you have obtained or you have totaled this and this column, you will substitute these figures here. Weighted average profit equals to total weighted profit is this upon total weight is this. Yes? So this way you'll obtain the answer for weighted average profit. And now if you want to obtain the value of goodwill, then the formula is weighted average profit. That means this answer into number of years of purchase. Number of years of purchase will be always given in the question. The way it is, it says here, defined years. It also applies here. Alright? An important note which says average or weighted average method for computation of goodwill should be specified clearly. That means in the given question it should be specifically mentioned that average or weighted average method you are supposed to consider. The next and third method for computation of goodwill is super profit method. In this method, capital employed by business, expected rate of return, expected profit, average profit, etc. are used for super profit. The excess of average profit over the expected profit is super profit. You will put a tick mark to this point. In case if the question is asked what is super profit, you can write this. So when a business earns excess profit over average profit, then the amount of excess profit is called super profit. You can also include this point for the question, what is super profit? On the basis of this super profit, valuation of goodwill is made. Now you are supposed to follow these 6 steps for calculation of goodwill as per the method of super profit. Of which the very first step is capital employed. Capital employed equals to total assets minus total external liabilities. What is an internal liability then? It is capital itself, and hence they have clearly written total external liabilities. Yes? So the first step is to obtain capital employed. Second step is expected rate of return. The percentage for this will be given in the question, they say. Third step is to obtain expected profit, which can be obtained by by obtaining the percentage of capital employed that you will obtain at first step. So the answer that you will obtain here, the percentage is given here, will be applied here, and that will be the answer for third step. The fourth step is average profit. Average profit is the first method we have learned. Second method, weighted average profit. So it can be average profit or weighted average profit here. Fifth, finally obtaining super profit, which is average profit minus expected profit. That is 4 minus 3. Fourth is average profit. Third step is expected profit. If you will deduct expected profit from average profit, you will obtain super profit. And obviously you know how to obtain expected profit and average profit. Finally, goodwill. Goodwill equals to super profit into number of years of purchase. Super profit is obtained here. You will multiply this super profit with number of years of purchase, which is definitely given in the question. Alright? Capital employed is also known as net assets. This we know already. We have learned this in standard 11th. Yes, I forgot to mention the question number and sum number for weighted average profit method. Let me do it first. So the sums for weighted average method are sum number 6 and sum number 7 from exercise, and of course illustration 3 and illustration 4. Thereafter, we have started with the explanation of super profit method, the chart that you are supposed to memorize, the 6 steps to obtain the value of goodwill as per super profit method. Now talking about the illustrations for this, it is illustration 5 of course, to obtain the value of goodwill as per super profit method, and also illustration 6. Illustration 5 and 6 are about calculating value of goodwill as per super profit method. And from exercise, if we are talking on page number 105, sum number 8 and sum number 9. So the next method that we are supposed to understand, the fourth method, which is capitalization of profit method. In this method, average profit of a business is computed and it is used to determine its capitalized value on the basis of normal expected rate of return of the business. This type of profit is called capitalization of profit. Capitalized profit means, you will mark this point, capitalized value of average profit on the basis of expected rate of return. This can be the answer to the question, what is capitalized profit? So the formula for capitalized profit is expected profit upon expected rate of return into 100, or average profit upon expected rate of return in percentage. Let us see what is the formula for goodwill. Goodwill equals to capitalized profit minus capital employed. Capitalized profit can be obtained this way. Capital employed you have already learned here. So let us see the formula and steps for statement showing computation of goodwill as per capitalization of profit method. Again, you have 5 steps here to be followed to obtain the value of goodwill as per capitalization profit method, of which the very first step is same to the super profit method, which says capital employed equals to total assets minus total liabilities. These are of course the total external liabilities. The answer that you will obtain is to be written in the outer column. Second step is also same, expected rate of return. How much percentage, that will be given in the question. The third step is about obtaining average profit. Average profit, simple average profit or weighted average profit, depends upon the available data. The fourth step is obtaining capitalized profit, for which the formula we have already learned here. Average profit upon expected rate of return. So average profit upon expected rate of return into 100. Yes? Finally, goodwill equals to capitalized profit, the answer obtained at fourth step, minus capital employed. So capital employed, 1 will be deducted from 4. And you will obtain the value of goodwill as per capitalization profit method. Yes, this is just an overview and hence I am not explaining sums. We have already understood sums. We are just revising these chapters. We are just revising this chapter. Yes, and all the formulas I have explained. Yeah. You see the first 2 steps here, they remain same as per the super profit method. Yeah. So you should obviously not mix this. Yeah, you should clearly, you should be clear with the steps as per the method. So now if you are talking about the sums of this method, and as I said, the short note is also expected, so you should be ready with that. You can also add some points to the theory that is given. So if you are talking about the sums of capitalization of profit method, it is illustration 7. Yes, and sum number, if I want to say, in exercise page number 106, sum number 10. Yes, and also while I have mentioned the sums for super profit method, sum number 12 is also about super profit method. Yes. Okay. Talking about the last method which is not in the list, the 4 methods that we have understood. And the last method is super profit capitalization method. Again, you are having 6 steps to be followed. The first and second step again remains same. The third step says expected profit, and which is capital employed into expected rate of return. This is similar to the method of super profit. Fourth step is also similar to the super profit method. Fifth is again similar. So this entire method, the 5 steps are similar to the method of super profit. There is the change only in the sixth step, super profit upon expected rate of return into 100. So if you have memorized the steps for super profit method, then there is no need of learning these points again and again. There is a minor change in the 6th step of obtaining goodwill as per super profit capitalization method. Yes, this is the only change. And I repeat that you are not supposed to mix up these formulas or these steps. Yes, you should be clear with the steps in accordance with the method specified in the question. And of course, the sum for this method is sum number 11, the only sum that is left from exercise. And the illustration, of course, after this method in the textbook, it is given on page number 99. And of course, illustration 8 is about it is about capitalization of super profit method. Yes. And illustration 9 is the mixture of all the methods. Yes. So with this, we have completed revising chapter 3, the methods, theory, weightage, formulas, and the number of sums and illustrations related to particular methods we have discussed. So you will please revise this chapter, as I think you are having your exams near. So we have also revised chapter 1, and today we have revised chapter 3. So you will solve the sums, and in case if you have any doubts, you will please let me know. So that's all. We'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and study well.